We're doing a chewing intermission and we're chewing.
And we're dancing and we're head nogging.
Dancing and we're chewing. No, meanwhile, while I'm saying this, I'm not chewing.
Hello and welcome to DinnerViews. I'm Matthew Francis, and this is the show where I get to cook a dream dinner for my amazing friends that live here in Hollywood, and then I interview them about their life, their career, and their points of view on the world. Today, I have a super special guest who you've probably seen before. She's a host, a producer, a writer, but now she's most known for being a producer on Ladylike and a host, and doing crazy challenges, doing crazy experiences, and even going to cities with no clothes packed, with just have one suitcase and has to figure it all out while she's there. She is hilarious, and one of my favorite things about her is how she can think of a quick quip very quickly. Please welcome Kristin Chirico.
Woo! It's me! Hi! I was really afraid I was not going to be able to sit up in time.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. I see people's elbows hanging out, their hair hanging out. You know what? As long as we get to this point, we're good, right?
Oh, wow. That was so nice. I was just like, oh my gosh, how accomplished I am.
Yes.
I had no idea. It's what a wonderful life it's been. Hello.
Hello,
Thank
how are
you
you
for having me.
I'm glad to have you. I was shocked you said yes. I'm like, she's so busy. I don't know if she can actually do it.
Listen, I love food. I love food content. I will always do food content.
Perfect.
Yes.
And we know each other because when I was at BuzzFeed and That Tasty, we would kind of do, I think I was in one video with you guys.
You were in the wedding cakes video.
Yes.
Yeah, you critiqued our horrible wedding. We made these wedding cakes and we had a great teacher. We were not very good at making them.
Yeah.
However...
You guys won, right?
We won, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because our cake was really ugly, but it was tasty.
Yeah, and for me, that's actually ended up winning because I didn't really love the style of the other one as much, and I thought your taste was great, so...
Oh my god, thank
Yeah.
you.
And then also, we do a lot of, we still go to the same kind of, queer BuzzFeed parties and Pride
yes.
and all that kind of stuff, so it's great to have a fellow supporter. I know this is your first time kind of witnessing DinnerViews and everything,
Yes.
so I want to take you for the crazy ride, but basically you have to earn your food. I don't just give it to you right away.
Rude? No, I didn't know this. Rude. Okay,
No,
let's do it. What's happening?
So basically, first, before we get into any of the segments or games, just I gave you a little bit of a career update of where you are now, but give me a little abridged life story of Kristin.
Okay, so here is the deal, I guess. I lived in a lot of different places growing up. I did my bachelor's degree at an international university in London.
Wow.
I know, right?
I'm jelly.
What happened was, I did my first year at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois, and then at the end of that year, I was like, what if I ran away from home? And so I just left and went to London and finished my degree there. And then I did my master's at Northwestern. And then I did nothing for 5 years. And I tutored and I bartended and I cried and I did nothing. And then a friend of mine suggested that I apply for a job at BuzzFeed as a writer, and I did, and I got the job. And then that's basically where I am now.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Amazing. And so now that you're here, people know you a lot from Ladylike, but I actually think I remember a lot of your articles before you were a part of that cast. And
Yes.
I've always thought you were so funny, and I'm just glad to talk to you.
Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, that's actually how I got cast on Ladylike. It's because Ladylike kind of, whatever, we'll talk about it. So when they were kind of creating Ladylike, my boss at the time was like, you know who would be a good addition to this team you're making is Kristin.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how it started. I originally did a lot of my own projects on BuzzFeed as a writer. And then I started being in videos, and then it was 50-50.
Yeah.
And then it was mostly videos.
Yeah.
And now it's only videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So I very because a lot of people make the transition between writing and videos, and I just kind of very slowly did it while no one was paying attention. And because of that, I didn't have to audition. Or, I didn't have to learn how to edit.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do.
Trust me, it's a lot of work.
I didn't have to do any of that before they let me be in video. I was just well, I'm here now. Surprise!
Amazing. Well, it worked out, and now we're here. But might as well get you started off with some wine, right?
Yeah, I was gonna be why? You don't want to let it get hot.
No.
Because it's white wine, it's served best chilled, and so every second it's out of that cold environment is the clock is ticking on that flavor profile.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh, I was about to drink it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Too fast.
Simple Sauvignon Blanc.
This is nice.
Yes. A little bit dry, but kind of still sweet a little bit.
Ooh, New Zealand.
Yes. and it will go well with the food eventually. But first, we have it's fast food favorites. It's a game. Don't think of fast food. The game is fast. Basically, we have many guests on the show, and they're all competing to have the best score. Okay?
What?
Yes. So you have 1 minute to pull out these different categories of names. So there's like lettuce. You have to tell me your favorite flavor of lettuce. So like kale or like iceberg. And there's many different categories, and you just like keep going.
How do I get points?
By just saying it off. Like it's like as fast as you can go. So like if you say kale, that's a point.
Are you timing me?
Yes, you have 1 minute.
Oh my god.
And the goal is to beat out everyone else's scores. Okay.
Okay, so I'm pulling these out myself.
Yes, and I will pull up.
Here's the problem you're gonna run into. I'm very competitive.
I love that.
So I would move everything out of my elbow area.
Oh, just to prevent spills.
Because if we spill, then the video ends.
Gotcha. And also, like, I don't want to be elbowed in the face.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, but I love that. I want you to do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Lettuce, kale. Sushi, salmon avocado rolls. Bagel, everything. Chocolate bar, dark chocolate, 75%. Cheese, Gouda. Salad toppings, bacon bits. Oh my god. Candy, Reese's peanut butter cups. Oil, extra virgin olive oil.
Sure.
Spice. Oh no! Time! Fruit. Cantaloupe, I know. I'm sorry.
No, I like cantaloupe.
Pasta sauce. Definitely the creamy shit. It oozes in the
Alfredo.
Alfredo.
There we go.
Alfredo. Oh my god, Kristin. Legume. I would say black beans.
Perfect.
Smoothie. Mango.
Ooh.
Nut would be cashew.
Yes.
Ice cream would be mint chocolate chip. Burrito filling would be chicken pico gallo. Last supper would be chicken pot pie.
That was really good. Let's count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thanks for helping me on Alfredo.
Yeah,
Wait,
of course.
I lost count. I can't tell jokes and count at the same time. 17.
17.
17.
Ooh. That's, I would say, I think you're the leader for season 1 so far. For season 2, you're the winner so far.
Oh,
but
wow.
you didn't beat anyone in season 1. Like we have Jalisa and Salorm beat you in season 1.
What do they get?
22 and 24.
They probably remembered Alfredo the first time.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
But for season 2, you're doing really well.
Thank you.
And every season has a champion, so you might be the champion. So
Oh my
we'll
gosh.
see.
Is there a prize?
Eternal praise and
Yeah,
glory.
you know what? That's everyone's prize.
Yeah, it's cheap. That's why.
It's cheap.
Okay, so that was fast food favorites. Cheers.
Cheers.
And now we can actually have food in a segment that I call Whatapp. So while we have an appetizer, you answer questions from social media apps.
Oh my god, fun! Oh my gosh.
So these, Kristin, are just little apple manchego toasts. So basically on here, we have some like good quality bread that I toasted with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then we have some manchego cheese, which is crumbled on top there. And then there's some sliced apple that's like kind of like marinated in lemon. And then we have some microgreens on top.
Wow.
Yes. So here, why don't you grab one?
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And then also some honey is on there as well.
Honey-O's?
Like, no, not honey-O's, like wild, like orange blossom honey. Like we got honey from the farmer's market.
Okay, I was like, is there cereal on
No.
this?
Like, it's like good honey from the farmer's market.
Fresh cereal, straight from the vine.
But yeah, let's take a bite. And then the reason why it goes well with this wine is because, so manchego can go with like a lot of different wines because it's Spanish and it's like hearty, so it can go well with like light wines like this or like even Chardonnay or even like Spanish red wines.
Ooh.
But the reason why I wanted it with a light, crisp Sauvignon Blanc is because we have the apple on there and the manchego and the honey, so.
I love
Here we
this.
go.
Cheers. Oh. Wow.
And then hopefully if you take a sip of wine, it'll bring out some of the crispness of the apple and the lemon and it's been marinated with.
Oh my god, shut up. I'm so mad. This is so good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
and
beautiful.
And like some of the sweetness of the honey comes out too with the wine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, it honestly, you don't really taste the sweetness until you get there, and then it's like, blah blah blah. It's like, honestly, like this is like a group project, and this one singles out who did the actual work.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yes, these are all for us, and we even have some more to replenish once these run out.
Ooh.
But while we're snacking, I'm gonna answer some questions, or like ask you some questions, okay?
Oh,
These are from your many, many fans.
my fan.
A lot of them know that you are obsessed with Disney.
Oh. Listen, it's not a secret.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding it.
Okay, so this person asked if she was cast as a voice actor in a live-action Disney remake, who would she want to play?
Oh, I would definitely play... Who could I play? I would play probably Merida.
Oh.
I would be Merida in Brave if there's a live action Brave. Because I feel like of all the Disney princesses, that's probably the closest to who I am. Because like here's the thing about Ariel. I love Ariel. Ariel makes poor choices. And also I don't really sound like a teen. I kind of sound like Ursula. Really, honestly, if I was to voice act as anyone, it would be Ursula. But because we have to pick a princess, probably the one who like, you know, turns her mom into bears.
Yeah, and like shoots arrows.
Yeah. Sorry for a spoiler for like a 4-year-old movie.
Can you do a Scottish accent?
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, just like that?
You could change your fate, would you?
When that first line came out, that's like all I used. I used that to get into a Scottish accent.
Yeah,
it's
like
so
if
good.
you could change your fate, would you?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can say.
Okay, so what career did you want to go into when you were younger, before all this happened?
I'm chewing my hair. My hair is not part of the appetizer. At least not yet. I would say I actually wanted to act. When I was in college, I was an acting major, and I had a teacher who didn't really like putting me in things.
Aww.
And so when I would get cast, I would get cast as like the old witch who lives in the hole, or like Aunt June who ruins parties. Like, and I was like 19 years old, so like I'm always cast as the person who's put in old age makeup. And then like it was made clear to me that like no one's ever gonna want to see you on a stage, so don't do that. And so I kind of just like let it go, and so I decided to become a writer instead. And then I kind of like circled back to this. So like I guess you can't keep me away, bitch.
Yes, and now you're like selling out shows. You guys do so much stuff.
I'm selling out all these live shows. I'm not doing live shows.
Well, you guys like did like panels and stuff at VidCon and stuff.
Did
so you have people who want to pay to see you.
Theoretically, yeah, you're right. People did pay money for that.
So take that, teacher.
Yeah, come on. He doesn't even know who I am. He probably doesn't remember.
Who is your least favorite Disney character and why?
I would say Snow White, and here's why. I think Snow White doesn't... Oh, you know what? I take that back. No. I think Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
For the same reason, though. I think Sleeping Beauty doesn't have a whole lot of agency in, like, her saving. I think Sleeping Beauty is like, I'm gonna go to the woods and hang out with these moms. And then she, like, gets cursed, and then, like, she just is kind of checked out for all of Acts 2 and 3 of this movie. But she's, like, not the heroine of her own story, which, like, I realize is a function of the fact this movie was made in, like, the 50s, I want to say. The 40s, I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I would say like I don't really love Sleeping Beauty. I think it's just kind of like you know, like learn something, do a thing, be a
own
part.
your story, own your life.
Own your story.
Yes.
If you could change your fate, would you? Yes.
Take some lessons from Merida. What's that? Aurora's her name, right? Yeah. This is a quick random one. Do you generally prefer a spoon or a fork?
That's an inside joke question.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Please do tell.
So, a long time ago, we did a beauty roulette video where we had to put on makeup using only weird reflective surfaces. And one of the choices in reflective surfaces was a spoon. Okay. And I pulled spoon. And apparently I said spoon in a way that was very funny. So now people just say the word spoon at me all the time. And I feel bad because I almost never call back to it. But I would say probably I am more of a spoon person, because usually a spoon can be a fork, a knife, and a spoon.
Yeah, it can do everything.
Depending on how old the spoon is.
Yeah, or how hard you push.
Yes, and how broke you are. A spoon can be anything.
Yeah.
A spoon is possibility.
Yes.
So yeah, spoon.
I agree. I'm also team spoon. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color? Pink.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Yes.
Dogs. I am team
decision.
dogs.
Yes.
I'm very allergic to cats. I also don't really feel the need to like feed and house an animal that like clearly doesn't like me.
Yeah, they just avoid you.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, I have family for that. I don't need an animal that I'm actually like feeding and boarding.
Yeah. Give me attention. I'm giving you attention.
I'm giving you, yes, exactly.
Okay. What is your favorite type of ladylike video to shoot?
Oh, I mean, I make no secret of this. I think the best ladylike, well, okay, there's two. The best short form ladylike video are the beauty roulettes. I think they are the funniest to shoot,
Hilarious.
the most fun to look at cuts of. They are...
Oh, that's me. Wow. That's
Wow.
so rude. I had to turn it on so I didn't miss your call when you got here, but
so rude. Wow.
I'm embarrassed. Keep going. I'm
flipping
sorry.
my hair. It's okay.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say beauty roulettes are like the most fun. The funny thing is that no one else on Ladylike really likes shooting beauty roulettes. It's
really?
only just me. I know. Whenever I'm like, I want to shoot a beauty roulette, everyone's like, I would rather die. Like, I don't care. They do well, and also they're fun. It's like, you know. It's actually like, it's like getting a kid to try ice cream for the first time. They don't really know what it is. They're not quite sure, but once they eat it, they're like, this is pretty good. That's what beauty roulettes are. Once we're in it, it's like, oh yeah, this is really fun. I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway,
And they're addicted.
Yes. The most fun videos to shoot are travel shoots.
I bet.
Travel shoots are
jealous
really
of that.
very, very fun. And they're really hard to produce, but like, especially because a lot of what we get, we have to like collaborate with brands so we can like, you know, get stuff for free. Because like I think a lot of people think that we are like just this very well-funded operation.
Yeah.
We're basically like a backyard theater that happens to be owned and operated by a major media corporation.
Yeah, it's like we give you a little bit of money to figure it out, make it the awesome stuff you can, and go into the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is your favorite city you've been to for your shoots? You gotta choose one. This isn't a question, this is for me.
New Orleans. New Orleans.
She's worked in New Orleans. I've wanted to go to New Orleans.
New Orleans. I mean, that New Orleans miniseries we did was probably the most fun travel shoot we've all done. Wow. It was so fun. It was so relaxed, so chill. We had such a good time. Like, it was just New Orleans.
I bet great food.
Oh my God, the food was amazing. We ate great for like 3 straight days. I know. I cannot stress this enough. Visit New Orleans. Please sponsor me. I will do all the branded stuff for you. I love New Orleans.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. I have to go soon. What's your favorite way to spend your day?
At Disneyland.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, right on brand. Perfect. Love the theme.
Listen, Disneyland has everything.
Yeah.
It has... I'm chewing.
Yeah, sorry.
Is it too good?
Yeah. It's also part of the show where like I'm like asking questions and like, wait a minute, I'm actually like eating the food you made? Oh, right. Okay.
You're entertaining my mouth too much, so I can't entertain you with my mouth.
Got it.
So I would say Disneyland is so fun because it shuts out the outside world. It's like, it just feels magical. And also, and this is the thing that I feel like a lot of people don't know, the food there is great. And like they have restaurants there that are fantastic. My favorite restaurant probably in the entire world is the Napa Rose at the Disney Grand Californian.
What kind of food do they have?
It's contemporary Californian. Okay. But they do, they have like a tasting menu that they change every week.
Oh, wow. That's hard to do.
Yeah, every week. And then they kind of use it to like audition things for the main menu.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, but it's always interesting stuff. Like the other day I had like this dish of like just mushrooms that was like in duck tea.
Ooh.
Or like, you know, they do like this hamachi crudité. They do interesting things. And it's like, there's this restaurant in the middle of this theme park that's doing like really fun, like accessible, great California contemporary cuisine, and people just don't know it's there. Wow. And it's great because that means I can just walk in and go whenever I want.
You get a great restaurant, great food, and Disneyland.
Yes, I know. It's like, it's the best.
What's your favorite emoji?
Actually, can I say my favorite mashup emoji? Have you seen the emoji mashup?
No.
Okay. There's a thing on Twitter called the emoji mashup bot, and it mashes up 2 emojis.
Okay.
So my favorite current emoji is the party emoji mashed up with the crying emoji.
That's me at parties. I'm like, why am I here? What am I doing with my life?
That's my current favorite emoji.
Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we're getting a little bit serious. Kristin, what advice do you have for recent grads? Because you explained how you took some time off.
I don't really, well, here's the thing. I didn't take time off. I graduated from grad school in 2008, so there was nothing to do.
Gotcha.
Here's my advice to you if you are a recent grad or about to graduate. I currently have a job that did not exist when I was in grad school. I have a job that didn't exist 5 years ago. The jobs that you will have very likely do not exist yet. So the best thing that you can do is just get really good at and into the things that you love doing the most, because you're going to be building skills while you're busy making other plans. Like, and also, that's like my first thing, is get really good at what you like to do, because it'll take a while, but like it'll pay off. The second thing would be, don't stress about being out of time. You're not ever out of time. You're not out of time. If you're watching this, you're not out of time. You're going to be like, but I'm 28 and I feel like I haven't earned my thing. Like, I got my job at BuzzFeed when I was 29 years old. Like, you didn't even know who I was, like you, the global you, until probably I was like 31, 32. So like, you're not out of time. That's my advice for you. Boop.
Okay, and we have one final question, which of course has to end on a silly note, and also you can please enjoy it.
I didn't want to like steal it from you.
No, we'll bring more up when we have more food.
Oh my god, that's so good.
If you could be any inanimate object, what would you be?
I dropped the phone.
Oh. It's all right. See, this is why I love this show, because everyone is vulnerable when they eat and they tell their real food or their real feelings, and it's just like when you stuff your face full of
cheese.
stuff. Yes. When you stuff your face full of food, you're being real.
I don't remember the question.
No worries. If you could be an inanimate object, what would you be?
An inanimate object?
Yeah.
I would be the sun.
Whoa, you went for like all powerful.
I would be the sun because I will end you.
And that's the way to end the question and answer segment. Yes, everyone. Amazing.
I mean, I guess the sun's not alive, right? No.
Yes, it is. It's alive-ish, right?
But it's not alive. It's just gases. It's just burning.
Right, because inanimate. So
it's just gases burning in the
yeah, it works. It works for this.
Yes,
Amazing.
You did it. Yay!
Yay! And so that was the segment Whatapp. And the next thing is we'll get the real food, the real dinner. We'll have some new wine. And basically, while I'm dishing the food for you, you have to dish for us either a secret that no one knows about you, or like tell us about something that the world should know about that's like kind of hidden or not known.
So a secret about me that no one knows is I actually used to swim competitively for a little bit. Oh my gosh! I know I'm not supposed to get excited about what's happening here yet.
No, you are supposed to. We're rolling. This is all great.
Oh my god! Woo! I love mushrooms.
Yes. Okay.
No, I love this. I'm so jazzed about this.
Okay, so wait. So finish your secret, and then we'll get in the food.
My secret I used to swim. I actually, because I mean, my problem is like I was like a little bit too short, and so I like to do it that well competitively, but I did swim competitively for like a little bit.
Wow.
And then I gave it up to join speech team.
I was on speech team in high school.
Really?
Yeah, what categories were you in?
All of them.
Oh, wow.
I did limited prep, public speaking, and interp.
Wow. See, I also didn't know, what state are you from?
Illinois.
Okay, because like, every state has like different category names.
I competed at the high school level in both Texas and Illinois.
Got it. In high school, my categories were storytelling and original oratory, and I did drama for a bit, like one
What state
quick
is this?
season. This is Minnesota.
Okay, I did oratory. Oratory was like one of my main events. My main three events were impromptu, oratory, and HI.
Amazing, which is humor and interpretation. Yes.
Those are my three big events.
We're gonna talk about that later on too.
Yes.
Okay, great. So that was her dream dish. What an amazing dish that was. Swimming and also speech team.
I know, right?
So the food we have here is gonna go really great with this Merlot that we have, right?
Ooh, Josh.
So let me pour you some. And so what we have here is basically, so when I messaged Kristin asking her to be on the show, she didn't have like too many restrictions. She's just like, I like my meat well cooked or well done, and I like to have interesting flavor combinations and lots of wine pairing. And so here we have, cheers.
Cheers. Nice.
Yes.
That's good.
And so here we have, this is a roasted maple pork shoulder.
Ooh.
So what's nice is like when you said well done, I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to like cook a steak well done, or like a tenderloin well done.
When I said that, I meant I like my meats to be prepared well.
Oh, gotcha. Well, this will still be good because...
No, it's still good. That's so funny.
Yeah, because I was like,
No.
You mean something like prepared correctly?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, good. But so what's great about this pork shoulder is it can be cooked well done as well because it's like it goes slow for a long time, so it just gets like more and more tender as time goes on.
So exciting.
And then we have with like the pork fat, I cooked some collard greens with some garlic and mustard, so garlic mustard collard greens.
Ooh.
And then we have some mashed potatoes with some wild mushrooms.
I'm so excited. I know, you put this down. I was just like, whatever I'm talking about does not matter.
Yes.
This is the moment.
And red wine goes really great with the lighter pork and with the mushrooms, so it'll be all kind of pair well.
Red wine and mushrooms are secretly best friends.
Yes.
They're lovers, but you won't know until the third act.
Exactly. So there's some of that.
Oh my God, I'm
and
so
let me scoop you
excited.
some potatoes.
What kind of mushrooms are these?
So there is some enoki. There's a little bit of oyster. And then there's a little bit of maitake. They're cooked in butter, salt, pepper, and a little bit of both the wine from earlier, and then the meat had a little bit of the red wine. So it's like a little bit, we're kind of like we're kind of like having them all kind of come together so we can have a great marriage of wine.
All my favorite food groups.
Yes, wine, meat, and mushrooms.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I just want to, can I just?
Yes,
can
you
I
want
do it?
yes, the fatty, like juicy bits. Oh
my God, shut up. I'm so pissed.
Yay!
This is so good. Wow.
Good.
I've abandoned my fork.
Good. You know what? Go in hard.
Wow. I love this podcast.
Yay! Because hopefully we're getting like a little bit of like char. We're getting a little bit of like caramelization because there's like brown sugar and maple syrup in here.
It's like
A little bit salty.
it's like a meat candy.
Yeah.
And that like there's kind of like a caramelize on the outside,
Yeah.
and it's like it's soft and squishy within.
And then take a bite with your wine.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wine, it's a really good punctuation mark. It doesn't like overwhelm. I'm so excited for these mushrooms. Butter is their friend. Wow. Wow.
Yay. Oh, yeah, those are really good.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just like, I'm not sure.
Well, no, because I make the food before people arrive, and I always taste it. But then, like when they're here and we're kind of starting to talk, sometimes I'm like, ooh, like sit for too long, it'll get weird. But no, these are still really great.
Oh my God. I mean, the potatoes are perfect.
Yeah.
Everything I've eaten is perfect so far.
Yeah. My secret for potatoes is, so some people they put like milk in theirs or cream or butter, all these different crazy things. And I found the simplest way to do it. You cook your potatoes, salt, butter, and sour cream. That's all I ever need.
Really?
Yes, I love people don't put that in, or I've seen cream cheese also can be good, but it's a little bit too plasticky for me. But for some reason, just butter, sour cream, and salt. That's all and a little bit of white pepper. That's all you need.
Cheese is delicious.
Good.
Oh my God, I've never thought of putting mashed potatoes with mushrooms before.
Well, basically, because I could do a gravy, but then you said you wanted interesting flavors, and I want to pair with the wine. I'm like, gravy can kind of coat everything and be a little bit too simple. So I was like, I'm just gonna have really buttery mushrooms.
I mean, yes, exactly. I mean, I feel like gravy is sort of like, are you into astrology?
I am.
Okay, gravy is sort of the Leo of things you can put on it. It's like once you put it on the dish, it's like all eyes are on me all the time.
Yes.
The gravy must be the president of this meal.
It's all you can taste.
And it's like sometimes you need to appreciate this is a group effort. This is a boy band, not Beyonce and others.
Exactly.
People are gonna be yelling at me. I love Destiny's Child. I'm sorry. Wow, this is incredible. How long did it take you to make this?
Well, I got most of the ingredients yesterday, and then I roasted the meat this morning, and then just kind of finished the stuff about 2 hours ago. So I total maybe 3 or 4 hours. The meat sat in the oven for 6 hours, but the rest of it was a total of 3 hours of work.
I am blown away. I'm not, and the thing is I'm also not a big collard greens fan normally, but I think what you did here is you kind of brighten the flavor a little bit with the mustard.
Yes.
And also, you kind of change the texture of it.
Yes, there's also some white wine in that as well, and also some lemon juice. So that's really gonna bring it. It's not gonna be as dirty or earthy as it usually is.
I think earthy is Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so now as we're eating, we're gonna get into the actual dinner view, where dinner interview. Hopefully that connection came across already.
I figured it out this morning though, because I was just like, what? I was like, dinner views. I'm like, that seems. Oh wait, it's a portmanteau.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got there.
When I watch your videos that you are in, and I've read some of your articles, I just love how you are amazing at doing a turn of phrase, and being able to because I've always had that issue. I've always tried to think of something funny, but it takes me a long time to do it, and you can do it in person, live while you're talking, and I'm not amazing at that. So where does that come from, or have you always been good at just having a wit, a strong wit, or where does it come from?
Honestly, well, I have two answers to this. My first one is I used to lean very, very heavily on metaphors. Because I was really good at making up metaphors, and usually like if I just said a metaphor that was like kind of silly, even if like it could be insightful and people would be like wow, or it could be kind of silly and people would be like that's funny, like, and so I used to lean very heavily on metaphors in my humor. And now I kind of lean more on like shouting and funny faces, which is fine. But like, oh sorry,
It's fine.
Oh my god, I love plates. I would say that, I don't know, I think I thought I was a funny writer for a while, and then I got like, I think that because I was a funny writer, they started putting me in videos. And then I think what I got really good at, because actually if you watch videos of me from like 3-4 years ago, like I'm fun, but I'm not like as good as I am now.
Right.
And like I acknowledge that like I've grown a lot as an on-camera personality. And a lot of that is, I think, committing to a joke as I'm saying it.
Right.
Because I think sometimes like you kind of get in your head, you don't want to say the whole sentence.
Right.
And sometimes like once I say something, I will just be like, this is a sentence that I am saying, and I'm just going to complete it as confidently as how I started it.
Right.
Even if I don't necessarily think it's good by the end, because like you can always edit around the shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also like if you say it confidently, I think you can kind of convince them.
You can sell it, yeah. Because actually, I remember shooting a really early Ladylike video where I said something just like really, it was like a really clean bite that was really funny off the top of my head. And I remember Chantel was just like, "Did you write that?" And I was like, "I did not." And that was probably the first time where I was like, "I could do that."
Yeah.
So I think it was like, honestly, it was a lot of practice. It was a lot of like being willing to articulate my thoughts with like honesty and being able to just kind of say things confidently. Cause like I know it's, oh my god, hosting on camera is so hard.
Yeah.
It is a job of itself. And I think like I got lucky in that I was kind of able to be in a lot I was back when I was like good at it but not like great at it.
A grace period of learning.
Oh, I had like probably a good year where I was like, I was good. Like I could be good for like a few minutes. Like, but I wasn't, I couldn't do something where I could host for like 45 minutes, and that I could do now. So yeah, I would say it's like a little bit of raw talent, but like a lot of practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we shoot 3 times a week.
Yeah. Some of the things you mentioned, I just like really sparked my inspiration for wanting to kind of dive deeper. But basically, so the first one was, you said that after you finished grad school, it was like, the recession, the 2008, and you took like time off to just kind of do nothing and maybe like figure yourself out?
I should clarify, I didn't take time off. I wanted a job very badly.
Oh, so you were trying, but it was just like crazy time?
I wanted a job so badly I could taste it. No one would hire me. I couldn't get a job anywhere. Like I couldn't get an assistant job. I couldn't get a job at Starbucks.
Wow.
Like no one would hire me. And so I started tutoring. In fact, it's funny because like some of my ex-tutoring clients are like, they see me now and I'm like, hi, what's up? But like I started tutoring because I discovered I could like learn the class really fast. I basically would like teach myself the class as we were going along. And so I kind of built up a clientele of like students that were just taking AP history.
Oh,
and so that was the only thing I tutored.
Smart.
Yeah, because in that way I only had to learn like a few classes. I don't know, this is probably not answering your question, but like honestly, it wasn't that I wanted to take time off. I didn't. I was just desperate. I had to like find a way to stay out here in LA any way that I could. And there were times where I was just like, I don't think this is gonna work, because like, I mean, it was bad out here in 2008. It was very bad. Like a lot of people that I moved out here with are not here now. Like, a lot of people have kind of left entertainment entirely. A lot of people I know like have kind of never really broken through, and it was a rough time. So
I kind of relate with that, because I'm doing a lot of freelance stuff now, and there's like good months, there's hard weeks, it goes all over the place, and it's definitely really hard. So like it's great that you persevered because it worked out for you.
Like, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh my god, you are a baby. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You have so much time.
I know.
Oh my
God. Yeah, that's why you were saying the whole like don't work for your time, but yeah,
you have time
I know.
Falling out of your ears. You're 24. Oh my god. You don't even know how much time you have.
I started BuzzFeed when I was 21.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You don't even know how much time you have. You have like, I mean, when I was 24, I was still in grad school. Like I didn't get in front of a camera professionally until I was like 31, 32.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it takes I think like that's like the hardest lesson I had to learn when I first moved out here.
Yeah.
My therapist told me, she was like, it will be 10 years before you break through, probably.
Yeah.
And I was like, 10 years? That's at least 8 years. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
That's like 2.5 presidential administrations.
Oh.
I was like, no. Like, I remember being like, I'll never make it 10 years. And she was right. I mean, it took like a little bit less than 10 years, but like I moved out here 11 years ago.
Wow.
It takes time. And I think it's just a matter of, here's my insight on this about moving out to like a major city to start a career.
Yeah.
If you have like a little bit of talent, if someone's told you have some talent, or even if no one's told you have talent, but like if you believe you have talent, which I think is a talent in and of itself.
Yeah.
Moving out to a major city to work in entertainment is a tournament. The goal of the tournament is to outlast all the other participants in the tournament, and they will drop out. They will leave. But your goal is to stay and keep doing good work until everyone else drops out, and then you win.
Very wise.
And
you're right. Like people leave, people take breaks, and I guess it's everyone has like their own life story, but like the ones who stay are the ones who can really last longer. Interesting.
You just got to outlast all the other guys. And once you understand that it's an endurance game, it's much easier, because it's easy to think of this as like, it's easy to think of trying to break into entertainment as, I get one chance and it's right now, and if I lose it, or I might get like if I'm not done in 3 years, and like people will consider me trash,
right,
and I'll have to go home in shambles. And like, think of it like you are committing to a decade-long project, and you need to accept that it will take a decade. And like, once you make peace with that, and once you understand that, like, and also you're gonna see people around you who like get like a little bit of success,
right,
and you'll be like, oh no, they're winning, but like, that stuff's ephemeral. It will go away.
Yeah.
It is a marathon. It is not a sprint. You need to like take your time to grow who you are.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh my God. Are you kidding me? If I was 24 right now, I'd rule the world. Oh my God. If you told me, Kristin, guess what? You're not as old as you thought you were, I'd be like, what up? Hand me more wine.
Yeah. Well, one thing is like, I mean, so this show is like a lot of work, and I've decided like in the next like month or so, after I get it all done, I need like a break. I'm in a vacation. I'm gonna like rest.
Yeah.
But what's nice is like to know what you're saying, where it, like, because sometimes I do feel like I have to always be grinding and that like I can't have time for a break, and that's when you burn out. And I've been feeling that before. Like, thankfully I have my good friend Colin who came to help me out, but like I was feeling burnt out, and I was like, you know what, I just have to like surround myself with good people, because in the long run I want to create great stuff and keep doing it. I don't want to give up.
If you get burned out, then like this is all for nothing.
Right.
And like, you know, I think that, man, I think about other people at BuzzFeed who are in their 20s now, and I'm like, what a gift.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a gift to be in your 20s and have a job like this, like on your resume at all. Just, I can't even imagine. I mean, I never thought I'd be here.
Now that you are here, and you've kind of like created a platform for yourself, and people look up to you, because there's so many people who were like, I love you, tell her I love her, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, hi. Continue, sorry.
Fine. So like, what do you say most people look up to you in certain like subjects? Is it like, because I know like, you know, it comes like positivity, body positivity, kind of like being yourself, being adventurous, being quirky. Like, what are the things that people learn the most from you would say? I
would say, like, here's the thing that I think I know every day. Being myself and doing the job I have is itself a political act. Like, existing in the body that I have and doing the job that I do, existing in the body that I have and eating food on camera is a political act. And like, and so I do body positivity content, but I think for me, body positivity is about getting to a place where you can do the stuff that other people do without getting subjected to like hatred and discrimination and bullshit like that. And so I kind of, in a lot of ways, like to skip the step where I like do like the advocate, because there are a lot of people out there who do really good, important advocation work, who like are really, really strong presences like in the community. And I think like for me, it's more about just living the life that I want to live, and doing the stuff that I want to do, and not really thinking too hard about justifying it to other people. because like I don't really have time to just like.
Yeah, you're busy doing your real life. You're working hard. You're creating content. Like your job is not to like explain yourself.
If I was 24, I'd have time to explain myself, but I don't. So I do not have time. So I think that like I think that what was the question again? I forgot.
Just like it could be about body positivity, but also just like. Do people like when it comes like to like career advice or writing or like how to like just be funny and be yourself? What do you do that people like most message you about that inspires them?
Oh my god, the number one message I get, the absolute number one message I get is how do you get your confidence?
Right.
Which is like a question that like I understand, but I also like a little sometimes bristle by because the implication is that in order to live the life that I live, I must have like a lot of confidence or else this wouldn't be happening.
Right.
It kind of implies, well, I mean, I guess I should rephrase. It kind of implies that like, why do you have confidence? And
which like, sucks because like, what are you trying to insinuate?
And like, the thing is like, the people who ask me this question are not asking it from a place of like, what are you doing here? They're asking it from a place of, I want to be where you are. How did you do that?
Yeah.
And the question is that I basically just like, I shut my eyes and I closed my ears and I just pushed forward and I just ignored all the screaming in my head. I just ignored it. I just put it in a box and I put it under my bed, and that's where it lives now.
Get away.
And sometimes I'll open up the box and it's like, and I'm like, oh. Just kidding.
Bye.
Sorry. But like I go through the world as if I have thin privilege. That is what I do. That is my secret. The secret is I just pretend like I have thin privilege, and so I move through the world that way. And that's why you think I'm confident, because I am just kind of pretending like I don't have a body that people would marginalize.
Right. Yeah. And one thing that I also like, a lot of the fans that always like love certain people for their confidence, like I've had a lot of those people on the show, like tons of like BuzzFeed people who like everyone's like, oh my god, how are you so confident? And I think no matter what they look like or who they are, like they all have a similar also like take on this where a lot of them say like I'm not confident all the time. Like they're half the time they say that they're terrified or they're scared or they don't know what they're doing, and I think they just when they put things out on social media, it's the best things, and they don't always share the hard parts. And I think they try to always say that sometimes it felt like they were like lying to people, and they wanted to make sure that people out there knew that their fans knew that what they see is just some of the best bits, and that you can be confident, you can become the best version of yourself if you just realize that life is hard and you just do your best.
I mean, I think that like I'm of two schools of thought on that.
Yeah.
Let me swallow this meat. On the one hand, yeah, I don't have any confidence. Like people are like, how'd you get your confidence? I'm like, I'm not confident at all. Like I
nervous every day.
No, I'm not even nervous every day. I literally just take those feelings and I put them in a box.
Oh wow.
And I just ignore them.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that they're not there. They're definitely there. So that's like one part of it. The second part of it is that I kind of like don't give a shit.
See, that's nice. That's nice. I feel like as I'm like living in this town and everything, like I start caring less and less. I'm like, I don't care what you say, I'm not there yet. I still have that like nagging feeling, so you still care.
I'm tired. I don't give a shit. Like I just don't like. And the thing is I used to be someone who looked up negative comments about myself all the time. I used to name search myself all the time.
Yeah.
I used to look at comments on YouTube because people have left me terrible comments.
Yeah.
People have been like, I hope this person dies.
Oh.
Or like, I hope that like, this is a subhuman monster who should be tortured and killed. And like, people say terrible things to me all the time. But like, the thing is that someone can say to me like, you are the most grotesque person I've ever seen in my entire life, and like looking at you makes me want to barf, and that's fine. But if someone says to me, I don't think she's very funny, that hurts.
Yeah.
That makes me feel like shit. I hate that.
Yeah.
When someone's just like, yeah, she's not very good at her job. I'm like, what are you I am great at my job.
Yeah.
You monster. So that's actually but truly, I don't care. I think it's from years of desensitization.
Yeah.
And I still, do I overthink every Instagram I post? Absolutely. Do I overthink every time, like having to look at images of yourself for your job? Because I look at like reels and cuts of myself on camera, and it's really hard, but like, you kind of get used to it. You just sort of like shut down, and like it kind of, you have to ignore the part of your brain that's telling you like, you don't deserve to be here. Because
Right.
the problem is that you are not viewing yourself the way that other people can view you. Actually, I have some insight on this. So the other day, I was watching a cut of a video that's already out. It was a video where we went to Italy.
Ooh.
And we tested every single gelato that they sell there.
Okay.
And the way that it was lit, it was like, because we mostly use like daytime lighting.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, I look good. Like the lighting is great here. And then I like turned to Mike Rose, who was a producer on our show, and I was like, is this what I look like all the time? And he was like, yes. And like, I had, so the lighting in our Ladylike stage is like not very good. It's bad. It's like has like a really crappy depth of field. It makes everyone look like really washed out. And like I had kind of become convinced that that's what I looked like. And the truth is that that wasn't what I looked like at all. It's just that because I see myself in those images all the time, I had like developed a really warped sense of what my face looked like. And so watching that video was kind of like a reset button. And like that can happen.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things they don't tell you is when you are looking at footage of yourself all the time, you become very fixated
Yes.
on things.
Tiny things
on your face, on your body, the way that you say words.
Yes.
Like the thing that I'm actually very fixated on right now is I tend to talk out of the left side of my mouth.
What?
Yes.
So yeah, it's one of those things like if you never had said it, no one
Yes.
would notice
If you go back and look at Ladylike videos, it's this side. I tend, and I have to like overcorrect it, but like I tend to talk a little bit more out of the left side of my mouth.
Interesting.
I don't know why I do it. I just do it. It's weird. It's like I'm always doing like an aside, but like I don't mean to. And so there was a while there where I was obsessed with it, with like catching every instance and like, you know, you kind of just after a while stuff like that, you just become desensitized to it. Like you just it's practice and time.
Yeah. And also, like, I love this whole, like, not giving a shit attitude because what's great about it is, like, because I'm someone that needs to tell myself this, is because you waste so much time when you worry, when you're second-guessing yourself, and she's, like, nodding her head as my friend Colin behind watching. It's like I second-guess myself all the time, and I envy that point. I can't wait to kind of eventually get there, and I think it's awesome that you have it, because then you're focusing on what you really care about, and you're actually creating stuff, and even if some things pop up here and there, it's, like, good to know that, like, only you are really noticing those things, like, no one else cares. Like, that's the thing, like, as I'm getting older and as I, like, left, like, high school, college, all that stuff, I'm like, no one really cares about you. You just do your own thing and be happy, you know?
No one cares about you.
Yeah.
And
They think they do, but...
the best thing I can say to you is no one cares about you.
Yeah.
You and I mean that in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Because no one cares. Like, you are like, what if I'm a monster?
Yeah.
And it's like, the good news is, no one cares about you.
Yeah.
And the reason why no one cares about you isn't because you're not worthy of being cared about. It's that people are obsessed with themselves.
Exactly.
And worried about themselves. No one is looking at you.
I don't know what I was, like, watching or, like, listening to or reading one day, but, like, someone said something and it like brought me back to high school where like I went to like some kind of dance. I didn't go to many dances, but I remember like one time I was dancing with my friend and I looked around and everyone else was like looking at everyone else, worried that they were being looked at.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing, is like no one's there enjoying their time. They're all just worried about how they're being perceived by everyone else. So it's just like
Exactly.
if you just live your life and you're like, whatever, dude, like I'm gonna do me, that's when it ends up working out best, I think.
No, it's true. I think that like I mean I should preface that like people do care about you. People love you and cherish you in your life.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I'm saying like
your mistakes. People don't like harp on things.
No one cares about the thing you said.
Yeah.
That you're worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Probably no one even remembers it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people will come up to me on my team, and we do this on our team all the time, where like Jen will come up to me and be like, "I'm really sorry about that thing I said last week about that," and I'm just like, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Like Freddie came up to me the other day, she's like, "I'm really sorry that I said you were a worrywart," and I was just like, first of all, I am a worrywart.
Yeah.
Second of all, I don't remember that.
Right.
So it's like, it's good to be courteous, but also the things that you notice about yourself that you think are terrible.
Yeah.
No one else is paying attention.
Yeah. One of my tie back to speech team, my old speech team coach, Mrs. Lofald, she had like a little book that she always read about and always like read quotes from. And it was called "Don't Sweat the Small Stuff."
Yes.
And that's like a great way to live life. Mm-hmm. So going forward, like what are your kind of hopes for the future? Because you're already kind of killing it. You're living your life. You have an amazing relationship. So you kind of have it all. But what are you kind of hoping as like time goes on that you can accomplish?
I don't have it all. I would like to live in an apartment because my apartment's probably like not that much bigger than this apartment.
Oh. But I'm guessing it's like way more money because it's like.
But it's like $2,000. It's like this plus like there's like one extra room.
Gotcha. LA, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's the worst. Honestly, I'm working on a book. I've been working on a book for like 3 years, but like I'm actually seriously working on a book now because now I know that like someone would buy it. So we may be doing a season of Empty Suitcase for Facebook Watch.
Ooh.
And if it happened, then it would be premiering in like a month and a half.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen, ignore this. But yeah, it looks like we may be doing a season of Empty Suitcase for
so
Facebook
exciting.
Watch.
Yeah.
So
people half the questions were like, when is there gonna be more? When is there gonna be more? We want to see more
Empty Suitcase. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a season of it for Facebook Watch. We're also kind of like working on some stuff as a group that we're not necessarily ready to talk about yet.
What's it called for YouTubers? A secret project?
It's a secret
project. Guys, there's a secret project happening.
There's a secret project. Well, I mean, it's like it's a secret project that you'll find out about in the news.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. And then just maybe, how about more personally? Is there anything like personally in your life that like you're hoping like, do you want to like travel anywhere? People like love seeing you travel, but like, personally, you want to go anywhere?
I want to go. Oh my god, I need to go on vacation. I haven't been on vacation in a year.
Yeah.
I really want to go to Japan. We're actually like trying in the season of Empty Suitcase. I actually don't know if this is gonna happen, but we really wanted to do an episode in Japan.
Amazing.
That was actually like our dreams to do because I think that it would be the hardest city to do it in.
It's very kind of like small and tight knit, and it's like it's probably expensive.
Well, it's expensive. There aren't a lot of plus size clothing stores there. There's kind of only one, and like that's actually the hardest part about making Empty Suitcases is that if there isn't a store that will accommodate us, we can't make the episode. Like that's.
So you do research ahead of time?
Oh yeah, we absolutely For Empty Suitcases, we research everything ahead of time.
Yeah.
We know exactly where we're going before we go. I mean, Montreal we put together. I want to say in like 2-3 weeks. We put together. I think Hawaii was like a month and a half. Montreal was like we threw it together before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Gotta push that out.
We were just like, because like all of a sudden we had like $4,000 drop into our lap, and we were like, oh, $4,000, we can make an episode of Empty Suitcase with that. Yeah. So we did, but people are always just like, why don't you go to multiple places? I'm like, okay, but here's why we go to the places we do. In order to shoot at places, you have to have what's called a location agreement, as well as an appearance release for everyone in that store. And if you don't have those things, you can't shoot there. So I can't just show up to a store and be like, I want to shoot there. Right. Because tons of people have to approve of it, which means that I have to pick and vet the stores like in advance. Yeah. Long time in advance. Oh yeah. I mean, we've done it. We've had some stores where we've gotten releases like maybe a few days before. We had a store where we got the release like the day we flew out there.
Oof, that's rough.
This is not good.
Because they could say no when you're already there.
Oh yeah, literally, we had an episode, which I won't say which one, but we had an episode where we were like, okay, I mean, if this doesn't work, we could just do a thing where we go buy everything and then try it on in the hotel room and then return everything. Yeah. Like that was kind of like our backup option. Luckily, we didn't have to do that, but like, it was looking like it was going to happen. So Empty Suitcases, that's why they're super hard to plan because every place that you see has to approve us shooting there. Yeah. So doing a season of them is like, it's harder because instead of spending like a month and a half pre-proing one episode, I'm trying to pre-pro 8 episodes simultaneously. Yeah. Which I've never done before. It may not happen, but if it does, you'll know it because I will be losing my mind by now.
Yeah, and then I'll link to it. You can watch her lose her mind.
Oh yeah, when if for whatever reason this goes forward, when this comes out, I will be in the middle of shooting it.
Wow. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
People. When you watch these content by this producer and all the other ones of Ladylike, like know that like it's not just them showing up on camera and like them being funny. Like they work really really hard. Oh yeah. And like so when you're watching the suitcases and they're traveling, like ton of work. So give her props, appreciate it, and send her even more love.
It's true because like I think people think that like we just have these huge crews that make our shows. Even Empty Suitcase is 4 people.
Yeah, bootleg.
It's 4 people shoot that show, and that is a lot of people for a BuzzFeed show. For there to be 4 producers on one show is like makes it, and especially because like the producers on the show, it's like Caitlin Cowie, Mike Rose. It's people who are expensive. Yes. Because they've been with the company for a long time. Yeah. And me. Yeah. Like I'm expensive. Like everyone on that show is expensive. Yeah. So like making an episode of that is like, for BuzzFeed it's a lot. For like when I tell my therapist how much money we get for episodes, she's always like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because It's nothing.
Yeah.
Like we have to make an episode of something in normally like an episode of television, like you would spend like at least a few $100,000 on it, if not more.
Yeah.
For us, we're producing episodes of television for like under 5K.
Yeah.
And 5K is like, if you give me 5K for something, it's like, wow.
Ooh,
that's like, that's luxury.
Yeah.
It's $5,000.
Because I think the biggest thing that when people watch videos,
Yeah.
I mean, even if they think it's a lot of work, sometimes they don't realize that like all these things that we're doing take time, energy, money.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, they're just like in there, they're just like going with their friends to on a trip, or like they're just in their apartment, like eating food. Like, a lot of stuff goes into all of this production.
So much planning. I know. When people were watching Hawaii, they were just like, you basically got paid to go to Hawaii. And I was like, yes, I did. And there were parts of it that were, it was very fun, but like,
she worked for it.
We were working the whole, because we were only in Hawaii for like 3 days.
And you spent how many months working on it?
Oh my God, 2 months. I mean, we spent 2 months working on it. We were there for 3 days. We were up at 6 a.m. Even like the activities where we like go to the beach, we still have a shot list for that.
Yeah.
Like people,
they're planned out fun activities.
We have a shot list for that. It's like, okay, we need to get a shot of us eating food. We need to get a shot of us lounging on the things. We need to get a shot of us doing headstands. We need a shot of us like chatting in the pool. Like we shot out exactly what the fun looks like.
Yeah.
Which like
what? Film and video is so weird, isn't it?
I know, because people are just like, oh, you're just having fun. I'm just like, okay, but we planned that fun. We choreographed it down to the shot of what it looks like.
Kristin, can you please take another bite, please? But like go slower and like.
No. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. I mean, oh my God.
Can you like redo that twirl with your dress on one more time again? Yeah.
You literally are saying two things that have been said to me on shoots. Like, I know you're exaggerating, but like that's exactly what happens. Mm-hmm. Like even when we're shooting like the meals, like we have to like stop. We have to do beauty shots of all the food. We have to like do beauty shots of cutting into the food. It's like, it's not like shooting a tasty video, but like, you know how to photograph food. It's a nightmare.
And it deteriorates. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and it looks like we have like seconds or else it starts to look bad. And like, oh my God, I'm tired just thinking about it.
So just when you watch more Kristin's videos or more Ladylike videos or even Casey videos, just appreciate it.
Appreciate us.
Because we do it for you.
The great thing about BuzzFeed is that if you want to make something, it's very possible to do it.
Yeah.
You just have to accept the fact that you're not going to have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because like back when I was in editorial, I bought all of my clothes for all those projects. Like I didn't have a budget for anything. Now I would never do that. But like, I had to buy all my own clothes, all my own props. I'd pay for my own gas. Like,
that's the name of it. But sometimes when you put your own money into things, that's when it pays off. You know?
Yeah, I did. Because now I don't have to put my money into shit.
Yes.
And I won't.
Yes. Good. I'm not there yet. I still bought everything, bought all the food.
I know.
And apparently a faulty fan and not any good air conditioning.
It is. I mean, listen, I know everyone in this room is just like, ah!
Yeah, we're all fanning ourselves.
I know.
But I appreciate all the work you do.
Thank
I know
you.
they do. And basically, we're kind of ending towards the end of the DinnerView.
Oh my gosh.
There's a few last little questions I have.
Yes.
So basically, this is my DinnerViews guest book. And everyone signs their name, I put how well they did on the game, and they write a question for the next guest.
Oh my gosh.
So these are all the people.
Oh my God, you did Kevin?
Yeah.
Wait, is Kevin the next season?
No, he was in season 1.
Oh my God, Kevin?
Yes.
I love
So
Kevin.
we have Jaleesa, Nikki, Curly, a lot of people from work.
Oh my God.
Rie. And so this season was Kelsey Dara, Rie, Gadiel, Katie Aubin, Daisha, and now Rose. And now, so Rose asked a question for you.
Oh
Do you remember
God.
Rose for now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Rose asks, what is the sexiest scene from a movie you've ever seen? That's very Rose.
Rose is rude.
Yeah.
From a movie I've ever seen. Can I make it a TV show?
Whatever you like. Whatever is sexy to you, Kristin.
You know what I know this is like the most basic bitch answer in the entire world. I don't give a shit.
I don't care. I love it.
I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry about this. The scenes in The Office in the end of season 2.
Okay.
Where Jim finally confesses his love for Pam and like kisses Pam. Like I
swooned.
I've never understood why people are attracted to John Krasinski.
Really?
Until then. I was just
okay.
Wow, you're really good at this.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Because I rewatch The Office probably every 6 months. Because I'm crazy. But like, yeah, I would say every time I'm just like, rewind that, just gonna watch it again.
Yeah,
I know,
nice.
every time. I'm just like, wow, I'm just like, He's just smooth operator.
Yeah.
Mid-2000s heartthrob.
Because when he says it, you also believe it. And that's sexy.
Oh, I totally believe it. I believe the fuck out of it. I'm just like, he can act. It's like, yeah, of course he can act. But like, in my mind, I'm like, wow.
He is in love with Pam in real life.
Well, the thing is like, it's probably why everyone thinks, like, are you actually married to Jenna Fisher? And it's like, no, he's not married to Emily Blunt. But like, I mean, listen, if it turned out that they got married sometime in the future,
I would believe it. Okay, so the last and final question is just, if you could talk to like a 7-year-old Kristin, a young Kristin, first, what would you think about this meal? Maybe including the wine, what would you think? And then what would you like give advice and what would you say to younger Kristin?
So 7-year-old Kristin would have only eaten the potatoes.
Got it. So she's not a big meat person, not a big veggie?
It would have been like, ew,
Yeah.
ew.
Yeah.
7-year-old me was not very adventurous. I ate a lot of like hot dogs and beanie weenie. Do you know what beanie weenie is?
No, but explain.
It's like sausages and beans in a can.
Okay.
It's like disgusting. It's like disgusting canned food. But I ate a lot of like macaroni and cheese, and it was like.
Yeah, I ate a lot of like meat and potatoes and like mac and cheese stuff too. Yeah. But it's cool that like you grew up and now you love wine pairing and you love all this stuff.
I mean, that's the thing is that like I just love food. I love adventurous food.
Yeah.
I just like trying things and like this is so exciting. I mean, listen, you give me a plate of mushrooms, I'm gonna show you a happy little mouth.
Well, I'm glad I pleased you. And then when it comes to like advice you give to a younger Kristin, what would you say?
My advice would be write down everything that's happening to you so you can make money with it later.
See, that is a good idea because I never journaled and I should have journaled when I was younger.
I journaled from the age of like 4 or 5, but I think I could have journaled more. But I journaled a lot. And I
Do you still?
No.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I feel like I'm missing out a lot of like I'm losing a lot of memories and like I hate that. But like. I think that I kept like basically a daily journal from the time that I was 17 to the time that I was 24.
Wow.
And so I have like a pretty complete record of my life from that time.
Wow.
I know it's worth doing. It's because like then you look back on it and you're like, oh my god, what I was so stupid. But you remember things like in the journal.
Yeah. That's great advice. Yeah, guys, journal because she was smart enough to do it. I was not smart enough to do it.
Yeah, journal.
It's great.
You should do it.
Yeah, because then it's like, you can definitely use that later in life.
Oh, you can 100% use it. Yeah, keep it all.
Amazing. Well, thank you for spending your time with me. Her Instagram is It's Kristin Chirico, and you can watch her on Ladylike. She has an amazing Instagram feed. She like travels. She's funny.
I tweet a lot.
She tweets a lot. Ooh,
I tweet a lot. My Twitter is Lola Coaster. It's LOL a coaster.
Amazing. I'll have it like right on the bottom here or something. And
it's Lola Coaster.
And thank you for spending your time with me. Basically. For those of you who have stayed through us in this whole interview, I know it's a long time.
You got to the end.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend it with us, and we'll see you next week.
Yay! Bye!
Yay! Aww.
That was so fun.